I was wondering when someone will actually release a third-party Gundam statue ahead of Bandai, and it looks like it has finally actually happened. This is quite a good-looking Gundam statue, I have to say. Even though it's a third party, it really does look very good. It's coming up from this brand called Wing Studio, and they actually codenamed this guy as War Machine AS01. As you can see from the initial picture, this guy stands at 75 centimeters tall, so this is quite a big statue. Even though, if you look at the actual specification, it is termed as a non-scale statue, but if I look at the dimensions of 75 centimeters in height, 50 centimeters in width and length, it's about the scale of a quarter scale statue, so it's really a very big statue to have. It would definitely command a presence anywhere you put it. In terms of price, wow, this guy is definitely not cheap given how big the statue is. It's going at about 900 to 1,000 US dollars depending on where you buy this from, and bear in mind that price is excluding shipping. That is just the price of the product itself. And of course, as you know, shipping really depends on how heavy and also the dimension of the box. This guy is going out at 35 kilogram without the packaging itself. So if you add in the box packaging, I guess depending on the manufacturer, if it's about another 5 to 10 kilograms, you will probably be paying something to ship at about 40 to 45 kilograms, and it's definitely going to be pricey, right? So I'm not going to talk too much about pricing because it really varies depending on where you're going to buy. I would recommend you getting it from Toypanic, because why I like buying from Toypanic is because they always just give you a final price, right? And they will ship it no matter where you are, and you'll just get it the price of the product plus the shipping. No more worries about how much you're going to pay for shipping itself. In terms of availability, well, this is the thing that I'm a bit confused, right? Because different sellers says, hey, there's only 99 units available, and some says there's only 66 units available. But what we do know is there's going to be two different versions. I think one is for domestic, which I assume is going to be China, and there's going to be another version which is what they call the international version, and there's only going to be 66 units of those available. And what is so special about the international version? Well, the international version will actually come with a free extra meteor hammer, which we don't actually have the picture here, so we can't really tell you how it will look like, or what does it do, whether is it held on the left or right hand. So it's actually quite interesting to see how we will actually swap out the hands of the weapons on the right and the left, right? I'm not sure whether they're gonna deploy a magnetic mechanism type, or is there going to be a different type of mechanics where they change the hands and the weapons on the right hand where they have the rifle or the bazooka. So what's great about this statue? Well, I know, yes, it's a third party, it's not a Bandai, but still I think overall design, they've pretty much taken up all the best thing about the design from the origin, and I have to say it really looks awesome. It looks great for a Gundam statue. Seriously, if you give this picture to me and tell me this is from Bandai, I would just right up believe you, right? That's what design, I think it looks great. And this being the first ever Gundam statue as well, I guess there really isn't much for us to compare to, so it's not fair to compare to a gunpla, but as a statue at a 1/4 scale, it looks great. The pose is okay, I'm very particular when it comes to statue. I really hate buying statues where the subject itself just stand in a museum standing pose, very rigid, kind of boring. But at least here, the granddaddy mobile suit is actually having his right legs on top of a structure, and it looks like he's moving or attacking, so at least the pose is alright. In terms of details, there are plenty of details if you look really closely, so I really like the amount of details that has been gone into it. And in terms of paint job as well, I suppose Wing Studio has gone with the battle damage version, which looks really rugged and looks really nice. Of course, what about the bad things, right? I kind of wish they used a little bit more clear parts, for example like the eyes and also on the scope on the bazooka. The green color on the bazooka doesn't look that nice. Given this is a statue and that price that they're commanding, I am kind of expecting a little bit more, but maybe these pictures are not the final pictures. It could be just a final working prototype. They might still change it a little bit more, so I don't know. And secondly, it does not seem like there's any LED on the mobile suit itself, so I don't see any LED on the chest, on the eyes, or anywhere else, right? But it does look like the base has some LED units built into it, so that would be something good. At least you have some lighting options at the base which most statues today don't really come with lighting options. It's not really a normal feature yet. The only thing also I really hate about the base is the base just looks really bland. I just wish they kind of, you know, jazz it up a little bit. And of course, finally, it's not stated in the description, but I think based on the weight of the actual statue itself, I am suppose this is a polystone statue. So if you're paying $900 to $1,000 just for the product itself, excluding shipping, I guess statue at this size and scale, especially for Gundam, is definitely something that is worth it if you have the money to pay for it. And given how the Gundam movie is coming out sometime next year, and this thing is going to come out in Q1 2020, so it will probably be hot. I suppose there will be some collectors who wouldn't mind whether it comes from a studio called Wing Studio or Bandai. I guess people who are new to the franchise and when they see the movie, they fell in love with the movie, with the entire franchise. They probably wouldn't care too much where it comes from, and I'm sure people will start snapping it up. For me, it's a little bit pricey. I don't have the money to buy a quarter scale statue at this point in my life, but I do foresee that there's going to be probably a lot more Gundam statue which are third party, of course, because there's no official license Bandai or Sunrise Gundam statue in the market as of yet. So let's see how it goes, right? I do foresee a lot more third party Gundam statue coming up. Hopefully, you know, someone is going to do an actual wing, seat, unicorn. Let's see what happens in the market. Right, so that's our video for today. We hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you love what we're putting out, consider subscribing to our channel and hit the like and comment section. Really love to engage with you guys in the comment section down below. Yes, we may not reply to all the comments all the time, but we do read all the comments in all our videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great weekend, guys.